one and only Mr. Neil Fox.
Hello, welcome to the Way They Were Rock and Pop special. It is a look at the music industry's biggest fish in the days when they were just incy-wincy tiddlers. Yep, tonight I'll be bringing you Will Young when he was young, S Club 7 when they were 7, and former kitten Kerry when she wore a catsuit. Plus, I'll be joined by the legend that is Petula Clark and the fabulous Mr. Ronan Keating. But before we call the style police regarding his crimes of fashion, please, can I put my own hands up? Because, and I know a lot of you will find this very, very, very hard to believe, I have made mistakes. Bad ones. So take a look at this lot, and you'll see why this doctor should be struck straight off. I'm Dr. Fox, this is my video jukebox, and we have a corking live show for you tonight.
Yep, even at 3. That was a nasty little dresser. Now, check out the waistband on these trousers. See, Simon Cowell and I were destined to be mates from an early age.
We're out on a Friday night. It's a week with myself, having a laugh, and we're seeing at the end of a week whether people are looking for love or lust, looking for talent, or out for a bit of a pull. Stay with us. Yeah, nice hair, you like that. Anyway, look, you'll be pleased to know it is not just me that has got a shady past. Now, tonight, we'll be taking you back to a time when designer suits were tatty cardigans, when mean and moody was lean and spotty, and when having personal trainers meant owning your own plimsolls. So, let's start with a shocker. Kerry Katona and an early appearance as a dancer on a satellite show called Hot House. Now, all I can say about this is it definitely reminds me of their massive #1, You Can Make Me Howl Again.
Now, who's the totty in tinfoil? It's Jo O'Meara from S Club, when she was still with German band 2-4 Family. Who? Before gold discs, he picked up gold stars for this school performance. But who is he? William Young, pop idol. And this is great. Fellow finalist Gareth from the days before he discovered the 221 hairstyle.
I'm here, nothing can harm you. My wedding moment from you. It's like rain.
There is no mistaking this lady, the angst-ridden Alanis Morissette.
I can't tour alone,
But
right?
would you recognise her as a 12-year-old on Canadian TV?
Oh, right. I mean, we can all be in it. Okay, what do we call it?
Beats me.
No, I don't really like the sound of that. Alanis, is that a good idea?
I don't know.
Now, isn't that ironic?
Now, it is one thing being a solo artist and taking all the glory, but most pop acts seek safety in numbers. So let's take a look at some of the planet's biggest ever groups from the days when their tour bus was a transit van and the dressing room came complete with ensuite toilet. Well, it's not surprising, really. I mean, considering it was usually the gents.
First, then, take that. Look out for a very young Robbie on the back row. They say everything changes, and sadly for them, a year later, it hadn't. Unbelievably, this is Michael Stipe and R.E.M. making their UK TV debut. And since then, of course, he's become a shiny, happy person with a shiny, happy head. it isn't the Bay City Rollers, it's supergroup U2's first telly appearance. And I bet this bloke regrets saying this.
I think they should go home and rehearse musically rather than stage-wise.
Now, you don't need a 20-year career to have a tape full of clips that can really amuse and entertain us. Indeed, if you're determined to make it big, the chances are that your performance will have been caught on camera way before you ever got your first #1. So instead of phoning a friend, we thought we'd phone Atomic Kitten's proud mums who were only too happy to show us how their little treasures looked before they hit the big time.
First big performance that I did was the Dockers Club in Liverpool, and we put on a big show. It was a reunion show, so like loads of people that had left to come back years later and give like a appearance, and everyone would be like, oh, remember the good old days. So we did all these mad dance routines like pump and iron. And I'm the one in the back row in the long curly hair, and then I come to the front, and that was the first big show I did, really. I was dead
We're laughing is because the first time we all saw it, Tash said to us, I'm the one in the sunglasses, and it came on and everyone's got sunglasses on.
Please welcome on stage, raise room for the gorgeous Natasha Hamilton.
There's footage of me singing I Am Blessed by Eternal.
With a serious voice going on.
The dress I'm wearing, I actually got made by a dressmaker. But it looks like a pair of curtains. But I loved it at the time. It was quite short and really tight in all the right places.
The first single we released was Right Now, and just as the single charted, I sort of got into a bit of trouble in Liverpool and ended up hurting my ankle. And we had to still carry on doing the performances, so I got stuck on a stool while Kerry and Natasha just danced around me. It was on my ankle, was really killing me, and I did have to do the head flick and all that.
And we're so hyperactive, like jumping from one camera to another.
But I'm still like that on the stool.
We were having a sort of a get-together around our hotel with some of the Westlife lads, and one of them knew Jenny. And Jenny came along with a friend, and we all ended up going back up to one of the hotel rooms, and after the bar had closed, and raiding the minibar. And there's like me, Kerry and Liz on this side of the room, and Brian and Jenny over there, and she's like, oh, I'm in a girl band called Precious, and we're like, yeah, and we're talking.
But when Kerry left, former Precious girl Jenny got a new look and a new job as the third kitten in the litter.
And it's really strange looking back, thinking we were like thinking we were rivals, going, oh, our band's better than yours. And now we're in the same band.
Yeah, it's all one big happy family, really.
I say it's okay, I can't promise you it's alright.
The video for our latest single, It's Okay, is a far cry from what, like things that we used to do. It's just totally different. It was filmed in South Africa, and it's
all quite chilled out, lounging on the beach. We've got this 1950s Porsche. Driving around all these big cliffs, and it was just absolutely amazing. It's the best video we've done so far. It would be nice to look back in 3 or 4 years' time at the video we've just done, the It's Okay video, and go, oh my God, look at us there. And
yeah, we'll be looking back at that and thinking, oh, what have kids done to us? We'll all be like, we had the bikinis on.
I'll be looking back with a little baby in my arms. Well, you'll be a big baby then.
Now, if you're a pop star sitting at home right now thinking you've got away with it, please think again. There's plenty more clips to come, plus I'll be joined by Petula Clark and the excellent Mr. Ronan Keating. But I think that's going to happen all the way during the show. First up, see if you can spot the pop princess who was still a little girl and nowhere near a woman in this 1993 advert for barbecue sauce, friends and neighbours. Yes, sir.
That flavor in.
girl, she's looking at you.
Nah.
Yeah.
She is as well. She's written something. Thank you.
What does it say?
Should have got the Specsavers.
She's right.
Showing the soles of your feet is one of the rudest things you can do in Thailand. And this hand gesture, in parts of Greece, would also be frowned upon. At HSBC, we never underestimate the importance of local knowledge, particularly when it comes to your money, because what we learn in one country can directly benefit our customers in another. HSBC, the world's local bank.
A lot of people use their phones, but they're not using them properly.
80% of people are using 10% of their phones. We want so that they are.
So we're going to get out there and help people with the extra 90%.
Orange phone trainers are here to help you learn.
Drink new strawberry Actimel every morning for 2 weeks and see if you feel the difference. New strawberry Actimel. Give it a go.
Then
You're gonna love this!
Because starting in tomorrow, Sun, one lucky reader will win £50,000 tax-free every year for the rest of their lives. That's 50 grand tax-free every year for life. It could be you.
Oh no, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we've been bad. For we should have got our road tax, but we were a bit lax, now we're sad. We were driving round a bend and didn't see the camera there. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, it's been a real nightmare.
We tried our best to fly away because we've got these fines to pay, but we didn't get very far. The camera caught Jitty on tape.
They fooled our plan of winged escape by clamping the wheel of the car. Oh chitty know where you can go, chitty, isn't it a tragic end? Clamping, chitty chitty bang bang, our road tax dodging. Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, road tax dodging, chitty chitty friend.
Cleansing can dry and irritate your face. New Norwegian Formula facial cleansing wipes gently remove makeup and replenish essential moisture. Comfort your skin as you cleanse. Neutrogena, it works.
So, did you spot the top with a taste for a saucy stuff? It was, of course, Britney Spears. Yummy.
And from someone who made her name wearing school uniform to a selection of stars in theirs. Now, for most of us, embarrassing school photos and videos are gladly stuffed up in the attic. But for pop idols, used to getting A+ in the charts, these clips definitely get them a D-. Now, I often played the fool at school, and by the looks of this, so did Noel from Hearsay. Spot the gangster's moll on the front row. It's Hannah from S Club in Bugsy Malone. Lucky for her, pop Svengali Simon Fuller came to see the show, and the rest's history. She's singing the lullaby of Broadway, but Zoe Burkett's barely out of nappies.
big show they stay.
Now, lots of former soap stars release records. This one has yet to bother the charts. Hey, Lisa, why not send this camcorder clip to yourself? You can make 250 quid. Now, Irish pop stars have always been very cool. I mean, take one of my all-time personal heroes, Bono. He's so cool, he uses antifreeze for underarm deodorant. But that hasn't always been the case. Yup, even our Irish chart cousins had to start somewhere, which, in the case of the very lovely Samantha Mumba, was in a stage school chorus line. Now, remember, Sam, eyes and teeth, eyes and teeth. In 2001, the Corrs played live in front of thousands at Lansdowne Road. But they didn't always play to such packed houses. Or wear such glamorous outfits. But then they were so young. Now, who's this making their first TV appearance back in 1998? Yes, it's Westlife, but with Shane's mop-top haircut, you might just think it was the Beatles. You just saw a priceless clip of Westlife there, who are certainly no strangers to my first guest, because he was apparently sort of their manager. Now, he's been famous for nearly 10 years. He sold more than 16 million albums, 2 solo #1s, and with Boyzone had 16 consecutive top 5 hits. Pretty amazing. He's just about to release his second solo album, and he's still only 25. How sickening. Ladies and gents, please welcome the good-looking, cool-singing, ever-smiling, bike-riding Mr. Ronan Keating. They seem to like you. Yeah.
Thank God.
You got 1 or 2 fans out there, which is nice.
Hello. How are you doing? Very nice.
Do you know what I thought would be really interesting, just to shut them up for 1 second, would be to show you when you were just a young, sexy, aspiring model, Ronan.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Let's see if they scream then. Yeah, now just talk us through that slick back look, if you could, Ro, for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a school fashion show when I lived in Dunshaughlin in County Meath, and it was a little country shop that did lumberjack shorts.
Nice,
yeah. Very fashionable, very nice.
Yeah, Lumberjack Weekly.
Yes, it was, yeah. It's all the rage where I came from back then.
Okay, now, please, it gets better, trust me. Here we go.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, now this is you, allegedly, at your confirmation. What do you wear? No, right. I want to know.
That was all the rage then as well.
What, wearing a rosette?
Yeah.
What did you win the rosette for?
In the horse show, yes.
First prize for wearing a black tie, Ronan Keating.
Yeah, that was very slick.
How old were you then?
I guess I was about, must have been 11 or 12, I'd say. 11, I think you make a confirmation in Ireland, yeah.
One more. Now, this is a classic. I mean, we all dread looking at ourselves back at school. Ronan, what a haircut. Check this out. Oh, Lord.
Well, that was called a bowler. My mother put a bowl on my head, and she just cut right around it.
Yeah,
and very nice.
That's a nice look. I'm surprised you haven't sort of kept that, for today's market.
Yeah. You never know. It might come back into style eventually.
Well, I know. These pictures come back to haunt you, but you take them in good spirit.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, which is good.
Well, they're not too bad, but you've made a few mistakes yourself as well, haven't you, in the past?
I said that at the beginning of the show. I said, I put my hands up, yes, dreadful ones.
Well, try this one here. Have a look. This was a better one, actually. And your man in the suit on the left is very dodgy, but you look great with the headphones on you.
Thank you. But, okay, it's kind of like tit for tat. Okay, it's 15 all so far.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, let me
I've
just...
no more left, so I'm
ruined. This is game, set, and match, ladies and gents, coming up right now. Very famous clip of you, but I want you to talk us through it, because you don't actually sing in one of your first ever TV appearances, which for a band seems a bit daft to me.
I know what's coming up, obviously, yeah.
Very famous Irish show.
Yeah, very
called
famous.
The Gay Byrne Show.
Yeah.
Let's just take a look.
Good luck to you, boys. Thank you very much. Well done. Goodbye, Richard. Goodbye. Goodbye, lads. Well done. Thank you. You're great movers. Well done. Good luck. Good luck. We look forward to hearing from you when you're famous.
Yeah. Very good. Brilliant. And you guys didn't do too badly, did you, after that?
No, luckily, thank God.
Just talk us through why, when you're making a debut, you didn't actually sing a song.
Well, we didn't have a record. We were put together the night before.
The night before?
The night before. It was a Thursday night. This was the Friday night show. Boys almost formed on a Thursday night. We didn't have a song, so we decided we were all going to dance, because we were going to be a dancing, singing boy group, obviously. So we thought, you know, half of it wouldn't be too bad.
How do you feel looking at that now?
Oh, well, luckily we can laugh because we were successful. I'd be crying, you know, if we weren't. Honestly. No, it's funny, man. I still cringe watching it, but you have to laugh, thank God.
No, I remember when you first came on my show and these sort of fresh-faced young Irish lads came in with Love Me For A Reason, which was the first single sort of on the UK mainland. But, of course, you had one record out in Ireland before that.
We did, yeah.
Okay, and we never got a chance to see that.
No.
Now, please don't laugh. It's very serious.
Yeah.
How much exactly did the video cost, Ronan?
I think it was something like $4.5 grand.
That much? Okay,
yeah.
It's funny because watching it looks such an expensive one. As we've seen. Let's just check this one out now. Oh. Can I say, very good sport.
Thank you.
We're taking the mix so far. Yeah. You're being a good sport. Oh, but there's more. Here we go. It's a serious question. Have you ever worn women's clothing?
Not that I can remember, no.
Okay, well, I just want to remind you of something here. Now, at the same time that you were becoming huge with Boys Own, there was another quite, successful band, bunch of girls, called the Spice Girls.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's coming, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go.
Get yourself together, or you can say goodbye. I'll tell you what you want, what you really want. Well, I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. I want to have.
So, Ronan, could you just talk me through why you were dressed as Baby Spice?
Well, in those days, it was quite difficult to get on TV shows, so we had to kind of do anything, everything we could to get on. We obviously had a record out that week, so we were doing everything to get on every TV show, I'd say, on the planet. But it was a good laugh, We knew the girls quite well, and, they saw it, and we had a good old giggle up about it.
It's a lot of fun being with a load of friends and having, as we've seen in those clips.
Obviously, yeah.
And now, of course, if you look a bit of a doorknob, it's only you to take the blame.
Thank you very much.
I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying if you ever do that, then it's just you up there on your own. Do you prefer it now being solo?
Well, you have a freedom and you have a little bit more control to not make, so many mistakes.
Yeah.
I have to try anyway. But I'm sure I'll make plenty of them.
Now, the song you're going to sing for us at the end of the show is If Tomorrow Never Comes, which is a Garth Brooks record, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Huge country star in America.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I saw the song performed live about 6 years ago in Dublin, in the football stadium in Croke Park. And he had this huge set, huge production set, massive. But halfway through the show, we got it, just picked up his acoustic guitar, walked across the field, he had this platform, to this tiny little stage, and he sang the song, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. So I swore I'd record it, and I did.
Cool. Well, look, come back later and do it. But in the meantime, ladies and gents, the fabulous and very good sporting Mr. Ronan Keating.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, throughout pop history, bands have been manufactured, but most of them were created behind closed doors. That was, of course, until pop stars came along. We watched as several thousand traded dignity for just a few measly seconds of fame. Now, if murdering a tune was a crime, many of them would now be serving a life sentence. 5 lucky wannabes floated Nasty Nigel's boat and became hearsay. Now, it's not surprising they looked so professional. They had had plenty of practice. And from one dancer to another, here's the man who put them together, Nasty Nige. Who picked him? But we've saved the best till last. It's Suzanne Shaw in a sex education video.
You know your problem, Dad. You just don't understand me. You never have done. Tu m'es très con, j'ai 12 ans. Mais suis pas. Je suis plus âgé que ça. Ne compare sans adulte. Voici des choses adultes. Je vais au fait adulte.
Don't you use language like that to me.
Well, there's plenty more toe-curling musical memories to come, including Jason Donovan on wearing high heels, and long before Westlife sang about an uptown girl, but Sheila Clark was knocking them dead as the downtown woman. Now, she's here to look back over 5 decades in the music biz. But here's a good one. Can you spot a current superstar DJ?
It's actually not that bad.
Yes, it's like being blind in one eye. Except you'll be